I've invested over $100,000 into mentorship and coaching and changed my fucking life. And this is why you should too. This is episode 16 of the Savage Podcast. Listen to this at 1.5 or 2x speed to get through faster and stick with me to the end where I'm going to share the most valuable content at the very end. So stick with me to the end. I've invested over 100 grand to mentorship. What really launched my journey is I invested in a $500 course when I was 17 years old. Think about how old you are right now. And if you're this type of growth-minded individual, I know you're like me because you're watching this podcast. So you most likely are. Just like I've read hundreds of books, invested over $100,000 in mentorship, and have coached over 1,000 clients. I know you are a high performer and a growth-minded individual just like me. So when I was 17, I read Think and Grow Rich. I read Outwitting the Devil, right, by Napoleon Hill. I invested in a $500 course. Actually, I remember investing in SMMA with Tai Lopez, a $500 course. It might have been 250 or 500. This is when I was like 16, 17. I was actually selling weed. I worked at Panda Express, going to high school in Carson City, Nevada. So shout out Nevada, Tahoe, Reno, Carson City, Nevada, even Sacramento. I was, selling weed. I almost didn't graduate high school because I skipped so much school. But even my senior year in high school, I remember investing in SMMA with Tai Lopez and Dean Graziosi. That's the main course I remember because I read this book called Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Graziosi. Anyways, it's $500 course. I think it was more personal development, but it might have been on real estate as well. And anyway, and then I went to a workshop again at 17. I was working full time at Panda Express in Carson City. I was selling weed. And anyway, I went to a conference with this girl coworker. She was hot. And so we went together, invited her, and it was on, personal development, real estate, mainly real estate. It was like a 1 day event, 4 hours or something. And they sold us into a $1,000, I think, 3 day wholesaling real estate conference. And I bought it. Again, think about it. You right now, wherever you're at, are you growth minded like this? $1,000 at 17 years old. Um, Anyways, and I went to this, and it was in Reno, Nevada. Reno, shout out Reno, Nevada. And it was a 3 day about learning about wholesaling, real estate, and all that. So that sparked my journey around going to events, books, personal development, and investing over 100 grand. I've invested well over 100 grand into mentorship. The main one that really caveat moved me, accelerated my growth because the reason you guys want to do this, like this is the main valuable takeaway for you guys right now. If you want to succeed faster in any area of life, if you want to learn how to build muscle and shred fat, if you want to learn how to be good at picking up or talking to women, or have a successful marriage, or have a successful picking the right partner and having a successful relationship, if you want to pick the right business or succeed in business faster, if you want to pick the right career and succeed in your career faster, if you want to learn financial management, day trade in the stock market, real estate, you name it. Mentorship. All right. Books, free stuff like this. Congratulations. Extremely valuable. Short form, long form. That's why I make these podcasts and YouTube. Guys, definitely subscribe. Check out more of the podcast episodes below. But long form is much more valuable than short form, right? You think about you're getting way, way more value and information. Again, listen to this at 1.5 or 2x speed and stick with me till the end because you want to get all this information. So listen to it faster, stick with me to the end here. But you want to invest in mentorship. So you got books, you got free content, you got long form content, again, free content, you got books. Maybe courses is a little bit better in books. You have events, depending on the events or conferences, are better than those courses. And then higher than that is masterminds, coaching, and mentorship. Because then you're getting a lot more in depth, specific for you, right? So anyway, when I was 19 years old, COVID-19 happened around when I was 19, 20 years old. I was a full-time trainer. This is in the Bay Area, San Jose, California. Shout out San Jose. Shout out San Francisco. I was living in the Bay Area. I worked at a gym and I sold supplements at GNC, and I worked at a gym for 6 months to a year. I worked at Equinox in San Francisco as well, in Palo Alto, in San Francisco. Worked at Equinox. Anyway, COVID-19 pushed me into have all that stuff shut down, and I was already thinking about starting my own coaching business. I was thinking about building my own brand and making more money and more time freedom, location freedom, making a greater impact, helping serving more of you guys, serving more of you guys. Guys, if you want free resources to help you with your mindset, fitness, and health, workouts, nutrition, meal plans, check that out in the description. They're free stuff as well. Obviously, I do coaching. So anyway, then I invested $8,000 into my first mentor. 8,000. I only had about $3,000 in my bank at the time. Again, 19, 20 years old. And I paid him $3,000 that I could afford to give him right then and there. And then I think I paid that 5K over the course of a year or so on a payment plan. So think about you guys, if you're investing in any sort of coaching right now, are you willing to do shit like that? Because honestly, I'll tell you, because of my experience, I've coached over 1,000 clients. If you guys are interested in coaching, mentorship, Savage Tribe, check it out below or message me. But I've coached over 1,000 clients. I'll tell you, there's a big difference between me. There's a reason I'm in the position I'm in, and I lead, and I don't. I still follow, but I follow big players. Like I'm part of Tony Robbins' Ultimate Life Mastery Program. I pay Tony Robbins over a G a month. All right. Think about that currently. And so you guys, you invest and you do these things. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in your transformation. You're investing in this new identity. You're investing in this growth and accomplishing these goals, right? And you're just accelerating your growth so much faster because you're learning somebody that's 5, 10, 20 years ahead of you in such areas. So I invested $8,000 into my first business mentor to teach me online marketing, online sales, and online training. If you guys are interested in learning how I can help you do that, because I've been doing this for 5 years now, making multiple six figures, coaching over 1,000 clients, you guys can click the link below, apply or message me or schedule a call to learn about my Savage Mentorship, where I'll help you learn how to build an online brand, online coaching, online business. But I invested in that, and that was really, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be here what I have been. I wouldn't have couched 1,000 clients. I wouldn't have made multiple six figures. I wouldn't be doing this for 5 years if I didn't make that first initial investment. And $8,000, though it did hurt, right? I did make 20 to 30K from online coaching that first year. I had to do some political work and some other things to supplement my income, right? Because who's living off 20 to 30K, right? But I did make, so think about this. If you could invest $8,000 into a stock this year or a crypto, and you were guaranteed for that eight to turn into 20 to 30, is that a hell of an investment, right? Not only that, though, it's not only going to pay you this year, but it's going to pay you for the rest of your life because that skill and mentorship, the skill sets, the experience, all the stuff that you gain, it sticks with you. Nobody can take that away from you. That learning those skills of online marketing, online branding, online sales, online training, it'll never go away. So anyway, that started my journey. Then I invested $10,000 into my next mentor, right? He was a one-on-one mentor. His name's Cole Taylor. He used to be a pastor. Now he's a worship leader, but he's a big guy. He owns a fitness and health company, and he helps businesses scale, right? And so I paid him 10K. 10K, boom, to work with him for 3 months, one-on-one. Think about you. 10K. Now, again, I'm like 19, 20 years old. I think I'm 20 at this time. But guess what? Doing that, getting that one-on-one mentorship, hopping on a call once a week with him, just like I do with my one-on-one mentorship clients. Again, you guys can message me below or click the link below to learn about it or message me. But hopping on a call once a week, within 3 months, I went from making like maybe 3K a month with my online coaching to making well over 10,000 a month. And that stayed consistent for a while, right? Uh, so $10,000, right? But guess what? That next year I made 80K. All right. Would you invest 10K to make 80? All right. 70K profit and anything, stocks, real estate, day trading, crypto. Would you do that? It's a hell of an investment, right? So again, it's the knowledge, it's the mentorship, it's closing the gap faster from somebody who's already walked the path that's helps you avoid mistakes and take certain actions that are going to help you see faster success. This is in business, this is in relationship, this is personal development, this is fitness and health, you name it. Okay. It's going to help you walk it faster. I actually even before that, I hired a life coach, right, for 1,500 for 3 months. And he helped me out. He was used to be a personal trainer too for like 10, 20 years. And so he helped me out with a lot of different things in life and business. So anyway, guys, I don't want to make this podcast episode too long. And after that, I worked with Wes Watson. I paid him about 10K to work with him. I invested $5,000 to work with these people called the Authentic Coach Program. I don't know, 6 months, a year later from there, I invested a whole bunch in Grant Cardone stuff and you name it. I've invested in a whole bunch. Tony Robbins. I'm all in Tony Robbins stuff. I invested $6,000 to be certified by Eric Thomas. as an extreme execution coach. I've worked with three different online coaches, online trainers myself, Wes Watson being one of them. I did that Cole Taylor guy I told you I did his fitness and health program through his company. Um, and I did fitness and health with the life coach. All right. That was a personal trainer for 10 or 20 years. He was like, I was like 20 when I hired him, and he was like 42. Shout out, I think is Ronald, I forgot Johnson, Ron Johnson. Anyway, he's not very big time. He's more personal because I knew him from San Jose. So anyway, guys, investing in coaching and mentorship, reading books, podcasts is great. Definitely courses is next level. I've invested thousands and thousands of dollars of courses. I have a whole bunch of courses I'm doing right now. Um, Events and conferences are the in-person network is very good with those things, and full immersion, right? Masterminds, the only thing better than all of that stuff, books, mentorship, or that is coaching and mentorship and masterminds, right? I worked with Wes Watson and Bedros. I paid 20K for a mastermind. This was back 4 years ago, right? Mastermind, and then coaching and mentorship, right? I've had a whole bunch of coaches, I've had a whole bunch of mentors, and that's what has taught me, and I've learned so much. And so it's the same thing for you guys. It will change your fucking life if you go into this, because I'm not saying to throw all of your money into all this stuff, but if it's developing new skills, if you could, let's say you have $500 to your name, put $500 on learning a new skill, that's going to make you $1,000. That's a good investment. It's just like investing, right? So for now, you're not just going to get paid that $500 profit. Now you just learned a skill set that's going to pay you for the rest of your life, right? It's the same thing with anything else. You learn how to lose weight, you're going to live longer. You learn how to have better relationships. Like all these things are meaningful in life, extremely valuable. So if you guys are interested in the Savage Nation, the Savage Tribe, Savage training, working with me, right? The Savage mentorship on any of this stuff, it's much more than just fitness and health, though. That's what we help you with: fat loss, building muscle, building healthy habits, breaking bad habits, right? Stepping into that 2.0 badass version of yourself, because average is the enemy and savage is the new standard. But I help you with finding your purpose, building an online brand, online coaching business, right? That's with the Savage mentorship. We do a lot of personal development stuff, raising your frequencies, your mindset, your emotions, creating breakthroughs in romance, relationships, finance, business, you name it. Again, I'm a certified execution coach by Eric Thomas. That's coaching you based off your personality, your superpowers and limitations to create breakthroughs in every area of life. Obviously, we do a lot of stuff with fitness and health, shredding fat, getting abs, building healthy habits. The Savage Tribe is a brotherhood of like-minded men. We hop on weekly group calls. We go over mindset. We go over fitness. We go over nutrition. We go over macros. We go over grocery lists. We go over habits. We go over personal development. We go over business and branding and making money. We go over everything in the Savage Tribe. So if you're interested in any of that, click the links below, schedule a call, apply for the program, or message me at Deven Cripe, Facebook or Instagram. Other than that, please don't be selfish and keep this to yourself. Share, 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 share. Like the video, because YouTube's all about algorithm engagement. So like, and comment your main takeaway. Comment we're going to take action on. Comment, comment, comment. All right, guys. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. God bless you. God bless you. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.